Hello everyone and welcome to the Edmonds Racing Preview Show. Trent's flying the flag for the team today. He's a bit of a wounded soldier actually, little calf injury at indoor cricket last night.
Excruciating.
He's pushing through the pain barrier.
My first thought was, this never used to happen when I was younger, so I must be getting old. I was first up for 3 years and bang, I've torn a calf muscle, so it's no good and I'm hobbling around. Crutches imminent, so yep.
Could be your first and your last for a while.
Yeah, it could be my last one for a while. Anyway, Toby's not here. He's over in the Emporium swanning about with some other personalities, higher ups than us.
That's right.
Steve Hewlett and Steve Lyons in the team.
Tab.
So anyway, it's you and I for the last weekly episodic of the
racing season. Yeah, that's right. And obviously a huge weekend for the club here. Men Matter Race Day, and obviously you and the stable will be looking to add to your tally. You'll officially be crowned the GCTC Trainers Premiership winners on Saturday, and looking back, 55 winners overall for the season, 18% winning strike rate. How do you reflect on the season and give us a personal highlight?
Season at home has been good. Our provincial strike rate has been good. I think that just sort of owes to sort of lacking a great deal of Saturday type horses at the moment. We're hopeful that we can sort of prosper next season back into that arena and just be a bit more competitive at the metro area. But that is what it is. We've just made best with what we've got, and it's been a bit of a rejig and a reshuffle back to coming back a cog and sort of running a lot of our horses here, and we've been able to win the premiership off the back of that, which is cool. 55 winners, a little bit light on from our glory days, I suppose. I think we were up 140 at one stage, and anyway, that is what it is. But strike rate was pleasing. Season highlight, I'm going to go back to the very start of the season and Hard Empire winning the Missile on the 6th of August last year. It was massive and just a real thrill. So
at 100 to 1.
Yes, him doing that, it feels like a lifetime ago now.
Yeah.
Long old season, they just roll one into the other. So that was mine, and obviously then you've got your Alpine Edge saluting in a couple of big races as well. But for mine, Hard Empire winning the Missile away from home was my highlight, and then obviously the Alpine Edge winning the 2 big races that we set him for was great as well. But those guys, that was great. Hard Empire.
Very good. All right, well, let's see if you can add to the tally before the season ends. You've got 2 runners heading to Ipswich today. There was a few bad barriers in the mix. I thought you may not run, but Mission to Win is set to run from a wide draw and looking to go one better than the last start second at Rocky.
Yep, added a tongue tie. We come back 100 metres in journey. Don't see that as a problem. Adding a tongue tie is a plus. He was stuffing around with his tongue before Rockhampton and actually had it over the bridle as well. So tongue tie goes on, perfect. Bad barrier, will pounce on the lead, I hope, and will be pretty prominent. Back 100 metres, no worries. Pretty thin maiden. Ours and Neesham's look the 2, and if he doesn't run well there, I'd be very disappointed if he can't sort of at least finish 1-2. They look to have the race between them. We just need to cross from a wide gate. If he does that quickly, then he can win.
Okay, and that's race 7 today, 4:04. So we'll be doing our best to get the show out before then, given he is a pretty good chance and he's the favourite in the betting. Mm-hmm. The other runner, Unzaga, a new good name and a new horse to the stable, making debut here from barrier 18 in the rating 0 to 62 handicap. What can you tell us about him?
Probably going to look for a bit further, but I would expect him to run on well late. So we bought him as a tried horse. Actually, my grandfather wanted to buy a horse and has for a fair while, so he was wanting to throw some support behind us, which is good. And then we put a few family members and some other existing clients into him. Just he's very, very cheap, so he needs to win a race at some stage as preparation to basically pay for himself, which will be good. But just looks like a good kick-off point. He's drawn horribly. We'll ride him steady and let him improve up the running, and providing he does that, we'll be happy.
Okay, well, good luck to Grandad and the team involved there, and
yes.
good starting point for Unzaga. All right, Eagle Farm Saturday. Amand is still left in the field. Will you run from that? It's a barrier 19.
No, won't be running. We would have used the true weight and run had he drawn softly, but he's drawn terrible. So we'll wait for another day. We'll probably see him looking to go back-to-back on about the 9th of August at the midweeks in a Class 1.
Yeah, he's obviously won at that level last start,
Correct.
so wait for another day with him.
Yep.
All right, well, 3 runners at the Gold Coast for Men Matter race day on Saturday. Obviously an important day, raising awareness for men's physical and mental health. So we've been speaking this morning, I think Toby's been speaking on air about his, dabbles with skin cancer and obviously risks there. So it's an important day and a great initiative.
Yeah, and look, anyone that's looking to donate or even get out to the track and be trackside and get amongst the action, please do. It's a hugely important day, and I've gone on at length about what our club here does in regards to this day, the Men Matter Race Day, the Pink Ribbon Day, and all of the theme days that they have here, raising money for great causes and trying to make a difference. It's actually I get a bit emotional speaking about it. I don't know why, but it just makes me really proud to be here and actually be amongst it and be part of something like this. And it's only just going to get bigger and bigger throughout each year that we do things. So get here, spend some money, raise some money, and donate. And, it'll be great.
And also in addition to the fundraising, it's just the awareness too. So it's about mental health as well. So if this is a catalyst for people to have a conversation around mental health, and blokes are notorious for not doing that. So a great initiative from the club. All right, let's look at the runners, see if we can find a winner here. Bonnie Gigi is the first runner in the cutest 3-year-old maiden handicap. Lines up for start number 2 here after a pretty good debut behind Connolly, the race that he won.
She travelled beautifully. Funnily enough, tongue tie goes on. When we had her out the back, saddling her up, I knew that she was starting to stuff around with her tongue, and she travelled like the winner, I thought, popped out and then didn't offer a great deal. I think she's better than that. Subsequently, like when she came back to scale, had her tongue over the bridle. So big excuse. They can't run without breathing.
Yeah.
So we'll tie that tongue down tomorrow, and I would expect her to be going very close off the back of her work and just nice freshen up back to 1,050. She's a hot, fizzy filly who doesn't need a great deal of work, and we've back right off her since last Saturday, which was her main gallop, and she'll present nice and fresh and ready to win. Happy with her. Expect the tongue tie to make a big difference. I expected her to actually beat Connolly the other day. I think I tipped her, and that happened. So I think she can make amends.
Okay, expecting a big run from Bonnie Gigi, race 2, number 8. Race 4 is I Am Voodoo, who's looking to go one better. We spoke about that last week. It was a bit of a painful one, a narrow loss. Bailey Wheeler aboard, who's obviously in the battle with Noel Callow to win the Turf Club Jockeys Premiership, and he's in form.
Just taking the 1.5 off while we still can, and Voodoo, he looks absolutely ready now, third up, ready to peak, back to 1,100, 1.5 kilos off, obviously, and he's not very big, so that's all advantageous there. Blinkers off, interestingly enough. He's just been going a little bit too free and a little bit too fierce in them, so we thought he's been working well without them. He's rock hard fit now. The time's right to take them off and give him a go without. It'll be prominent in the run. If something wants to take him on, I think the blinkers off will just allow him to take that sit and then not want to charge through the bridle a little bit, as he did the other day. And if he can do that, if he leads, they're going to have a hard time running him down because he's rock hard now. If he can take the sit off something that's going a little bit quick, he's going to give chase and be awfully hard to run down or awfully hard to beat. He's my pick for the weekend. I think third up, ready to fire, and 1.5 kilos off certainly helps. So going well, very happy with him.
Okay, 2 good chances to start at the Gold Coast. That's I Am Voodoo, race 4, number 5. And then to round out the program, Maroon Magic, representing the Queensland Rogues, race 7, number 8. Barrier 8 for Michael Carlin, looking to find that little bit of extra couple of lengths, I guess, after a couple of close-up sort of fourths. Yeah,
and the other day she probably just went a little bit too free within herself with the blinkers on, so we're back to 1,050, which I don't see as a problem. A little bit of an awkward draw, however, we'll endeavour to show speed, be somewhere in the first couple, And over the 1,050, I think they'll go along quick enough for her just to drop the bridle and then hit the line. Whereas the other day she was sort of fighting Michael a little bit and weakened. I don't see that happening tomorrow. So if we could just be in the first couple, they're going along fast enough, that's going to give her a chance to finish off. But I want to see her do it. We want to see her do it. We've been racing her fairly regularly, whereas previously she hadn't been able to stand up to that. So she's absolutely rock hard fit now, dropping back in journey, and I think she's a good each way chance without being too overly confident, because she's been a little bit disappointing so far. So if she could knock them over, obviously we're stoked. I think it's just each way chance for mine.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, sounds like 3 good chances anyway on the Gold Coast Poly. And before the construction noise really ramps up here at the Turf Club, best bet, you've already half given us an inkling.
I am Voodoo, best bet for mine.
And the tally, it looks pretty bare for Toby, because he got a bit greedy last week. He's decided to throw the whole kitchen sink. Controlled Chaos got beaten by the stablemate, so he's back to 0.
She did.
On the tally, and you're 1,020.
Yes, my tip didn't win either, mind you, Connolly.
But you weren't silly enough to have the whole lot.
No. It was that was another King Callow special, twice in 2 weeks. Wow. Anyway, Control Cow. She broke down in the run, so that was not ideal. She's very lame, and after the race, so she done a good job to finish third. The other horse was a sleeper, and he's really improved since. So congratulations to Bassac Lane's clients in him and his owners. They we kicked his career off with a well-deserved win, and everyone's been very patient with him, thankfully, and hopefully he's been a little bit sleepy, but he can wake up now and go on and do the job. He was dominant, had a bit of pressure from the outside horse, and then drew away in the end. So hard to win first up 1,200, he'd done that. So we'll place him to advantage over the next couple of weeks, and he can be winning again.
Yeah, good start to his career.
Yep.
All right, well, that wraps us up. Good luck over the weekend. Hopefully you can finish the racing season on a high.
Would love it. And as I said, get behind this Men Matter race day. Let's break the barriers down and some stigma around us guys not being able to have a beer and a chat, and let's do it.
Have a great weekend, everyone.